It's been pretty crazy. To be honest with you, something that you don't expect. You just have to kind of like live in the moment and just suck it in, and like every little second of the opportunity that you have. You just did something really cool, and this is part of it. Like when we signed this contract, anything can happen. You can win World Series. You can be a big part. It can be positive. It can be negative. At the end of the day, it's our job to kind of like um, giving interviews to everybody and kind of like share the moments and what happened and what transpired during those last couple of weeks of the season. And I think it's pretty cool that we came on top. It's really easy when you have to do it this way, when it's a positive, and when you kind of like being asked for the really good things that happen for a team that won back-to-back champions.
You were part of one of the greatest World Series we'll ever see, and were a part of two insane plays that will go down in history. How much have you watched the both of them? I guess the home run and the play at the plate. Have you watched them back a lot?
Yeah, so many times. I feel like just because of social media and kind of like friends reaching out to you, send it to you, and kind of like that's the way now people communicate instead of like a phone call or a text message. It's like one story or one reel or giving you some love on posts or something like that. And I feel like that's how you watch it like over and over and over. I got different kind of like reactions on both. I think the homer, I get really excited, really happy and proud. But with the play at the play, I get anxiety because it was so close. I kind of lost my step a little bit. I didn't have control of my body, and then that kind of creates a lot of anxiety inside of me because I knew like one more like extra second and we lose the game there. And it's really cool to see because you reflect on the moment and how big of the moment it was for the organization and the team, and kind of like everybody kind of pulling together. It's pretty cool to kind of like go back on those moments.
When you're sitting there and that's getting reviewed, what's going through your mind that I could not see a World Series game ending on a review? That would have been the
No, at that time, to be honest with you, I knew he was out. I got a pretty clear view from second base that the ball got there before the he slide into the play. Maybe if he run to the play, it was gonna be a little different because you can really tell like when he step on the play. But I'm glad that kind of Will kept the foot on the play. I did everything that I can to kind of like make that throw over there be easy to handle. But it wasn't easy, man. I was saying on an interview right after the game that turf in Canada or there in Toronto, it's really jumpy, it's really happy, so it's really hard to kind of like read ground balls when you're playing infield in. I'm glad that I took the route back. I catch the ball, I secured it, and then I make a good throw.
How about hearing all your teammates and coaches saying, how confident they were that you were gonna hit that home run there?
Yeah, pretty crazy, man. I just read or listened to Max Monsi talk, and the other day it was Will Smith, and then it's Freddie and it's Mookie and it's the guys yesterday on a live TV show. I think it's pretty cool to see that the guys are happy for you. And this moment, it's not easy to kind of come around these moments often, And when you have your time, when you have your moment, it's really cool that your teammates celebrate you and they want to be there for you and they want it really bad. And obviously everybody needs a homer at that moment to like kind of keep the dream alive. But for me to be kind of like the guy who did it and kind of like share that moment with my teammates, I think that's something that I forever be grateful.
How quick does the page turn? Because obviously it's a business and a free agency hit for you, but is the goal, the dream scenario that you come back one more year and you go after three?
Yeah, I talked to media a couple weeks ago when we clinched the NLCS, and obviously it came out of my mouth that next year is gonna be my last year, and definitely that I wanna stay with the Dodgers, and after next year that I'm done playing, I want to stay with the Dodgers at any capacity, and I want to continue to help the organization get where we want to get, which is like continue to win championships. Obviously, it's not on my own hands right now. I need to find a partner with the organization and know that we can get something done. But I mean, let's see what happens. We got a couple of weeks. I need to let them kind of like structure what they want to do for next year. They all know that my desire is to play for the Dodgers for another year, and let's see what we can do. But definitely being here in this position right now, being a free agent, is not as hard as if we didn't win the World Series. And everybody knows, in sports, you kind of like want to give the opportunity to the same group to go for the three-peat. Haven't happened in baseball in a long time, and I feel this is a great opportunity for us to kind of stick together and let's try to get another run for it.
Team's built pretty well to go, after a third straight.
Yeah, I feel like the hope is for us to kind of stay together. Will Smith just said it on an interview too. He wants us back. We want to be back. I know Kike will feel the same way. I know the guys who are free agents right now feel the same way. The good thing is that regardless of what happened, the Dodgers are in a really good position to go for a long time. I'm happy with the core that they have, players who really are gamers. They have nothing to prove, in baseball other than winning championships every single year, and that's something really cool to experience.
Mention Kike. I want to ask you because you have a music label about what he said about Drake. What was Drake? What was Drake thinking? They go up 3-2. Drake's trolling Shohei Ohtani, and obviously you guys got the last laugh, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really bad at that because I try to keep like I try to stay humble, don't talk too much, but I mean that doesn't go unnoticed. Like when you do something like that, when you kind of like disrespect a little bit the best player in the game, not understanding the quality of like the person and what the guy have done for baseball, it's really hard to jump into conclusions at that time. We lose game three. Just Savage threw a really good game, and we're not doing anything else than kind of like praise the guy because he pitched the ball. He threw the ball really well. He pitched an amazing game. He's a different pitcher. He's a unicorn on the pitching side. And then all of a sudden we got this guy right here. Like we all know who he is, but you don't have to do that, man. Shohei Ohtani has been doing everything and anything for baseball, and that's why kind of Kike have his moment there. That those words probably won't come out of my mouth because I'm not that way and my personality is not like that. But definitely, we got a guy in our locker room, and we all saw it, right away. And we weren't happy for it, but we have to finish the game, finish the business. So
I mentioned the music label. If people are not familiar, and whenever the career is over, I guess after next season, you have a ton going on with the podcast and the MR music label. Tell people about your music label.
yeah, that's something that I run in Venezuela with the help of my sister and some family members over there. I just want to give the opportunity to people in Venezuela to kind of chase their dreams. I think music and sports are really close to it, and I feel like I mean everybody see it. Not just here in the United States. Bad Bunny is being in games, and El Alfa and Mike Towers and these guys who kind of like run the music industry in Latin America. And I think it's pretty cool to kind of like give my people in Venezuela some other opportunities other than just playing baseball. I think they want to be the next big leaguers on the music side. Hopefully, at some point, you guys listening from them and the people that are giving opportunities. And I feel really proud the way that we've been helping others.